Welcome to Bhargav Shorthand classes. Let us know what is shorthand. Shorthand is a language invented by Sir Isaac Pitman. He is a Britisher basically. Shorthand is a coded language for English. English is a language, for that it's a coded language. For instance, in computer languages, everything is coding, but that coding is in English only. Whereas for English, there is a coding in terms of some lines. That is what is coding. Now, shorthand is basically known as phonetic language, means sound based. See, when you get a phone, you are answering the phone. First you are saying hello, then you are trying to ask them something, which they are giving an answer in their own language. Rather, in the previous video, I was mostly dealing with Telugu language. So you were not comfortable. That is what is a language barrier. Whereas for shorthand, whatever we hear, it is only sound. If you can listen the sound in English language, we will be able to write in shorthand. That is known as phonetic language. Right? Now, let us see how this Isaac Pitman got an idea to turn the lines into a language known as shorthand. He was having a cup of coffee in his balcony. This is way back in 1822, almost 198 years back. Right. How the wheel looks like with 1, 2, 3 and 4 spikes. This was rotating in anti-clockwise direction. This is anti-clockwise direction from here to this way. This is clockwise direction. This will be clockwise direction. So it is moving in anti-clockwise direction very slowly. Suddenly his eye was concentrating on this part. From this, when it is turning in anti-clockwise, so this has become like this. Then it has become 90 degrees. Then it has become another 60 degrees. Then it has become 180 degrees. So this part, this one has become with 90 degrees 2, with 60 degrees 2, with 90 degrees 3, again with 60 degrees 4. Then he got in his mind something, if I can name these of the strokes, it may work out. Then again he was drawing another circle. Then he was cutting into 4 parts. So from this part to this part, this curve, this curve, this curve, this curve and this curve. This way he was drawing n number of circles and making so many changes. This was each and every part of the circle he was trying. So again the other one is like this part. See, whichever I am drawing, I am not touching the same one. This way, this part and this part. So finally he has come to a conclusion that yes, I can name each of the strokes, this one, each of the strokes and each of these curves separately. Then he came out. So most important, what is the size of English alphabets? Do we have any size for writing English alphabets? There is no definite size, right? There is no definite size for English alphabets. That's the reason whatever you write is your own writing. Everybody's writing is unique. No two writings can be compared. It may be similar, but it is not the same. Right? English, for that matter any language, there is no definite size for any alphabets of any language. Pittman has not done that mistake. If such is the case, this is the strokes which he is going to deal. So he has defined size of shorthand stroke or consonant, whatever we may call. In general we call them as strokes. Defined size of shorthand stroke is 5 mm. That means half of centimeter. 10 millimeters make 1 centimeter, 10 centimeters make 1 decimeter. This is the table we have learned. So half of the centimeter is 5 mm. Do you know the size of or rather height of the single rule notebook? What would be the height of this one? We never had an opportunity to measure, but this is 9 mm. So if you can occupy the space of half of this will be comfortable. Now 0.5 mm does not matter. It is mm. So 0.5 is not a matter of concern. So half of the lines in between the single ruled page we need to practice. Right? Then another important factor in this shorthand is shorthand strokes. Shorthand strokes depends on, rather shorthand strokes depend on light and thick. If you write something light, that gives one sound. If you write the same direction, same thick, it gives another sound. So one is light and thick, second is definite size of 5 mm. This should be maintained scrupulously throughout the learning part and automatically implementation. Got it? Now let us conclude with what are the strokes, how he has come out. So he was concentrating on something, and this is the one we got, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth. Right? So he named this one, taking out separately. For you to have a clear vision, I am writing more than 5 mm, but for practice, once you start, it will be 5 mm only. This is 60 degrees angle. This is light. This is termed as P. Not our English alphabets A, B, C, D. This is termed as P. The same one, thick one. And direction. First important thing is light and thick. Second is stroke size. Third one, direction of stroke. Direction of stroke. Very vital, very vital. I guess that this occupies the top position also, right? So these are all down strokes. That is the reason I am putting the arrow. This is thick one, this is B. So this is done. Now second, straight, 90 degrees angle. This is T, again straight stroke. If you thicken, that becomes D. This is done. Next, the third one, this is 60 degrees from this side. This is CH, pronounced as Che. I said shorthand is phonetic language. So whether CH, whatever it is, our pronunciation is Che there. Che. If you thicken that one, that becomes J. Then this is done. Now this one, flat. This is K, direction. If you thicken that one, that becomes, it is not G. For writing purpose, it is our alphabet G, but pronunciation is G. This way, it goes up to 26 alphabets. Same like English alphabets 26, we are comparing them with 26 alphabets in shorthand also, but shorthand consonants sound completely differently. If you are comfortable with this video, just ping me on my WhatsApp. I will continue exclusively in English language only. The explanation part will be in English.